agreement with the Padres on 4 years, $16.5 million contract. It's got 3 opt-outs. The deal is pending a physical. Jake, what do you make of this deal for the Padres and Peralta?
I love this deal. I think Wandy Peralta's nasty case knows this firsthand. But let's talk about this addition. De Los Santos was huge over there in Cleveland. We know what Peralta has done in the biggest stage in New York. He's now going to be in this bullpen with Matsui. We got Woo Suk Go from Korea. We'll see how that plays out. But you talk about that is done in the bullpen side of things. King and Vasquez.
You got Suarez as the new closer.
Suarez is going to be back to that 22 postseason form. You got Vasquez and Brito. Brito, 92 innings last year. Vasquez, huge arm, and hopefully he'll slot in that rotation. I love King, and I think he's going to be right alongside Joe Musgrove and Darvish at the top of this rotation. The Padres have options, and if healthy, and these guys do what is expected, they can be in the mix and be sneaky.
Casey, they have a lot of innings to replace. They've lost a lot from 2023 to now 2024.
Yes, they have.
I mean, look at this.
They have a lot of innings to replace. Obviously, Snell being the hugest up there at the top of what he did. Hey, Michael Wacha. He had
good for them.
He had a great year for them. He really did. Nick Martinez is on the road, is on the go. Seth Lugo too. Darvish coming back. Musgrove. But that, being able to see Michael King up close and personal, you can understand why they traded Juan Soto.
You like him?
King's got great stuff. He's just learning his craft, getting back in that starting rotation. He was lights out at the back end of the pen, but then became a starter. And I'll tell you what, his stuff is really incredible. Knows the game, student of the game. So I think you got a top arm in that rotation. There's no doubt about it. But with Vasquez and Brito, listen, when I also go up to the Padres lineup, you still got Bogarts, you still got Tatis, you still got Machado. Cronenworth had a down year. They still have some thunder in that lineup too.
Yeah, and Fernando Tatis, remember, he was not available for a good portion of the early part of the season. He fit in nicely to his new role out in right field. Obviously, they're looking forward to a full season of Fernando Tatis Jr.
He's electric. You go get in the ballpark in San Diego and watch this kid play. From the time he steps out of the dugout, he's different, and he has this electric feel. He's played great right field. The Padres are going to have huge seasons from the guys that are expected if they're going to compete in the National League West. Well, I'll tell you this. Joe Musgrove is going to have a big year.
I like that. I mean, King, Musgrove, Darvish, that potentially is a very nasty trio at the top of that rotation.